Hi, welcome to Intuitive Dawn. I'm your host, Psychic Medium Jamie Lynn, and welcome to our episode today. I wanted to read an excerpt from a book called Heart Steps. It's Prayers and Devotions for a Creative Life by Julia Cameron. And I've read this before on the show. So today, the one that popped out to me that I need to read to you is My Nourishment Comes from Many Sources. And here's a quote above today's excerpt. We have been taught to believe that negative equals realistic and positive equals unrealistic. Susan Jeffers. So let's see what this says for today. I open myself to abundance from all quarters. I open myself to nourishment and to love. I receive my good in many forms through many people. I accept my good in all the multiple costumes and disguises which it may undertake. I receive my good in many forms through many people. I accept my good in all the multiple costumes and disguises which it may undertake. My good comes to me as people, as events, and opportunities. My good comes to me as wise counsel, as friendship, as passion, and delight. I honor my good by recognizing its many forms. I'm grateful and attentive to the abundant good of life. So, goodness and abundance can come in many forms. Where do you have abundance in your life and when you're least expecting it? So, enjoy the good things in life and don't take things for granted, Spirit says. And then I have a card here, from the Angels and Auras Oracle. It's from Radleigh Valentine and Dougall Fraser. And the card I pulled today is soul groups. So hopefully you can see that. And it looks like it's a bunch of colored hearts intertwined with feathers. So let's see what this card says. It's number 37. This card represents sacred community in all forms. Now is the time to tell those you are close to how much you love and appreciate their contribution to your happiness. This is also a gentle reminder that your community is a reflection of your consciousness. Invest time in those who uplift and inspire you. They have a powerful message or connection to someone who has passed, a guardian angel, or a spirit guide. Stay awake to those messages. So you might receive a message from a loved one, I feel. And then let's see. So you could receive a message from a loved one who passed. And, sometimes people live, though, in a area where they don't like the town. They might be stuck there because of work, or maybe a family member has to work there. So if you're stuck in an area you don't like or you don't resonate with, it's always good maybe to seek people outside the area, maybe online, or maybe there's some groups or classes that you could take, and that could be your community, even if it's not in your physical realm. The shadow message with this card is it may indicate a need to expand your circle of friends. Perhaps you don't feel that you have the closeness in your relationships that you need to help you remain emotionally happy and healthy. You can ask Archangel Raguel, the friend of God, to help expand the number of people in your personal circle. Immerse yourself in the company of people who are like-minded souls by finding ways to connect outside the home. And then the color activation with this card is red and green. The color red is assisting you with emotional inventory. It is helping you see how much emotional energy is going out, in contrast to how much energy is coming in. Radiant green light is helping you honestly state your needs so that those who love you can show up in full force. So this is interesting. I was just talking to somebody recently about trying to connect with people, and people don't answer. At least me, I don't know. I'm texting people, they're not answering. It's like, I don't get it. So, but maybe I need to contact Archangel Regular and he'll bring me the circle of friends I need. Maybe that's just what it is. Maybe I'm not connecting with the right people. So you can ask, especially Archangel Regular, to bring you the friends that you need in the circle that you need, and help you find your tribe, because we do need to connect with each other. I just heard on a podcast, humans need other humans. It was a podcast on ghosting and how people can just ghost each other now. We don't even have to say goodbye to them. We just don't answer them. And a lot of my clients experience that. I've experienced that. I had a friend, best friend of 5 years, that just ghosted me. She could have just said, look, I don't want to be friends anymore. And I would have been okay with that, to be honest, because I kind of didn't like some of the things she was doing or how she was acting. So if we could have just talked about it, we probably could have come to a consensus that maybe it was the best thing to part ways. And that's okay. People are in your life for a season, a reason, a lifetime. Sometimes you just feel like the friendship kind of took its course, and that's okay. I was a good friend to her. I never did anything wrong, but I think she was going through something. But anyways, find your tribe and maybe talk about in the comments, how have you found friends in your life? Because I know sometimes as we get older, it's harder to make and find friends, but we're all connected nowadays, especially through the internet, different classes and groups that go on. So it's a little bit easier to find people and connect with people. So how do you connect with people? Do you go to meetup groups? Do you go in person? Do you take a class? And what kind of people do you want to see in your life? Archangel Raguel can help you with that. He can help you connect with those people. He was a friend of God, remember? Or whoever you believe in, source, and ask to find new friends. And you could also write on a piece of paper, what are the qualities of the friends you'd like to find, or the people in your community that you'd like to attract? Or what are the people that you would like to attract into your life? Write those characteristics down on a piece of paper, or even you can write them in the comments. And just know that you are loved. And this really ties into the reading that we had today. My nourishment comes from many sources. So you can be abundant with friends in your life too, and people that uplift you. So just know that friends are nourishment too, and people that support you. So I hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you for tuning in. You can find me on my website, psychicjamie.com. And I'm also on the Electric Spirit podcast, and you can find me on all major podcasting platforms. And thank you for tuning in, and just know that you are wonderful.